Hello Pisces, hello Cancer, Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead. How are you? Happy weekend to you. I hope you're well. Thank you for clicking here. I appreciate you already. My friends, if you are interested in a private read, I will have a sale on until the end of July. So if you're interested in that, you'll need a code. Go look in the description. You'll see all the flowers. All right, let's take a look. All this week we've been starting with these cards. It's the Journey something or other Oracle. I can't remember what the name is. Journey's Oracle? I'm not sure. Okay. Nonetheless, this is what we're starting with this week. So who am I going to read for? Oh yes, who am I going to read for, Charlie? Oh yeah, I think we'll read for Cancer because it is Cancer season, and happy birthday, Cancer. So Pisces, I'll see you in just a moment. Cancer, let's take a look. Thank you so much for your cross watcher and you're watching here. All right, here we go, Cancer. Happy birthday to you. Whew, what's this? Forgiveness is in the reverse. Uh-oh. We've got adversity. Oh, we'll do that, right? Because it did come up that way. What else do we have in the week ahead for Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We have failure and happiness. We've got surrender at the bottom of the deck. All right. It says, I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Ooh, somebody has acknowledged, I feel. Yeah. Or very close to acknowledging. Forgiveness is in the reverse. So you're mad at somebody. Yeah. It feels like somebody did something to you that made you unhappy. I feel like you want to forgive them, but I don't think you're there yet. I want to say, it says, adversity says, I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. It feels like this was a challenging situation. So it's someone that you haven't yet forgiven. You know that you have to, but the adversity is that you have to forgive them. It says here, I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. It's all about learning for you in the week ahead, Cancer. I accept the challenges are the best way to learn. So this was something challenging back here. And I think that you made some mistakes, or you were acknowledging that you did make some mistakes. I honestly don't believe in the word failure. I think it's lessons. I think it's opportunities to learn. When things break down, it doesn't mean they're gone forever. It means that for a time, they're away from you because they got to transform, and then they find their way back. And whatever's meant for you never passes you by, Cancer. So we have happiness. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. That is legit right. It's the truth. If you're living in drama this, drama that, yep. If you're living in drama and everything's going wrong and you have a miserable point of view of the world, I'm telling you, you're not on the right path. It's time for some changes. If that's you. Because it says, that happiness is an awareness. Like you really have to choose to be happy. You have to find things to be happy about. Just like you find things to be angry about or upset about. You can deliberately look for things to be happy about and change your path. Yep. Tell me more, please, about Cancer in the week ahead. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Seven Wands, 10 Pentacles, we have the 9 of Cups, we have the 3 of Cups, the Page of Cups, and the 8 of Pentacles. Just going to give us a little more room here. Here we go. All right. So what I want to say is that for the 7 of Wands, the 7 of Wands is about standing your ground. I have an opinion. I'm not going to change my opinion. I feel like I have to explain myself to you again. Jumping to your own defense, it feels like. Standing your ground on the 3 of Cups. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. And I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. I feel, Cancer, that you're standing on a point because you can't forgive someone. I think that you are still harboring resentment towards someone who did something that was unkind. And I feel like where you're standing your ground is the Seven of Wands. I feel like you want to see this person, or you want to talk to this person, or have some sort of a reunion, or take them out or something, but I think the Seven of Wands is your block. And I think the Seven of Wands is attached to the forgiveness, which is in the reverse. And I think that until you find some path of forgiveness and you don't resent this person anymore, once you stop standing your ground, once you become a little more flexible, I feel you'll be ready for this reunion here. It's supposed to be a long-term relationship, but it only lasted for a short time, it feels. It feels like it popped up when you were least expecting it, and it started to feel like something that could be long-term. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. Maybe you got yourself into a long-term relationship and you didn't notice it, or it felt like it all of a sudden, and yeah, I feel like it didn't grow very far. Like it's the Page of Cups energy I'm looking at. We have affection for each other. Maybe we were looking at long-term, but it didn't get to long-term. I think there was failure. I think it failed to get to the long-term stage, and I feel like it ended up at the Page of Cups stage here. For others of you, I think that Cancer, I feel like, yeah, it just popped up. That's what I want to say. It's almost like, I was seeing this person, and then before you know it, I think I'm in a relationship. And guys say that all the time, right? They never know what's happening because all the planning is going on behalf of the feminine. Yeah, that is kind of funny. It's making me giggle anyway. So I feel like you have, this is something that popped up quickly. You didn't expect it. It looked really abundant, but it felt too permanent. And I feel like that you made a mistake and you ran, is what I want to say, because the failure is here in adversity, right in the center here. It feels like things popped up, or it occurred to you in a moment that, this person's trying to get me into a long-term relationship. The Nine of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. You're working on your happiness. We have the Eight of Pentacles working on the wish fulfillment, and then we have happiness here. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. So I feel that's what you're working on right now. Your wish fulfillment, I think, is happiness. You're trying to work on yourself. You're trying to put this stuff behind you. And I think that you are really working on yourself, working on finding wish fulfillment, or acting as though you already have it. So living in happiness, right? So I think you're focused on yourself. We need to clarify just a little bit here. We've got the High Priestess on the bottom of the deck and the Emperor. Interesting. So maybe you are the Emperor, maybe you are the High Priestess, but we have somebody who is either psychically connected to the Emperor, somebody has been quiet with the Emperor, possibly. The Queen of Wands, yeah. So Cancer, somebody that you have been quiet with, someone who could have Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo in the chart, someone who's very fiery. The Emperor is Aries, understand, but I mean, Cancer, you can be the Emperor, absolutely. Are you the person that owns the business? Do you have all the knowledge? Like, are you the person who is providing for the empire? Then you are the Emperor. If it's all on you. I think you still feel psychically connected to the Queen of Wands. We have the Nine of Swords. You never stop thinking about this person. You're thinking about this person on a loop. Yeah, the Nine of Swords. And the Four of Swords, because there's no conversation, and I think you have feelings. The Two of Cups is here, and you want to begin again. So I feel like this thing that you ran from, that popped up in your face, and you didn't realize it was what it was. I think that scared you, and that you jetted, or somebody jetted. Maybe they jetted, right? Wasn't you? Maybe it was them. Tell me about the Seven of Wands and the Three of Cups, please. You have indecision, and that's why I feel like right now you are in this place of not really forgiving, feeling a bit of adversity. Thinking about this still, though, thinking about it on a loop. Yeah. We have the Queen of Cups, the Six of Swords, and the Seven of Wands. Five of Wands is here. So I think you're in indecision about whether to reach out to this person or whether to have the reunion. Is it even worth it? I'm not really sure. Should I reach out to this person? I feel like the Queen of Cups is here, and I feel like you have big feelings that you want to share with this person. I don't think that you realized how big your feelings were at the time when all this was going down. Yeah, it looks like somebody ran. I kept saying jetted, right? Somebody ran. This felt like chaos. So whether it was you or them, it felt like it popped up in a moment. It got serious pretty quick, or it felt like it was getting serious and somebody ran. So whether that was you or them, leave that up to you. We start in the place we end in the place that we started, which was the Seven of Wands. So it feels like you're working on yourself, you're working on happiness, you're working on finding your wish fulfillment, but you're still quite guarded or feeling very defensive about the whole thing. Yeah. Tell me what's coming up in the week ahead as the challenge, please, for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. The challenge is going back. Yeah. So I think it may have been you that ran. Yeah. The Eight of Cups is the challenge. And to me, I see the Eight of Cups as somebody walked away looking for the Two. And we did see the Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck here. I think that you realized where the Two Cups lie. Yeah. I think you've been thinking about this person, not talking to this person, but I think you know where the Two Cups lie. There's the Eight. So I think that you're working on trying to find the space in your heart to contact this person. Tell me about the Three of Cups. Are you going to contact them? Because you're in indecision right here, but you have a lot to say about your feelings, I think. I feel like you're trying to be more open with your feelings. You want to show somebody your feelings. You want to go back and show somebody why you ran. That it got a little bit too intense for you. We've got Justice. I feel like you are going to ask somebody out here. We've got the Page of Cups. There it is, the message, yeah. And then we have the Four of Cups. And so I feel like the reason that you do it isn't because of, this not being able to forgive. I think that you do it out of boredom, that you want to see what this person's doing. It almost feels like you're bored with the way your love life is going right now. The Page of Cups tells me, yeah, Page of Cups is here as well, but it tells me here that you are going to have justice. This person will say yes if you ask them out. They will. But why are you still all defensive here? Why is this? Three of Cups. And the Ace of Swords, oh, you're not going to like the conversation, right? Yeah, I don't think you're going to like the conversation because it's going to be very straightforward, very honest. The Three of Cups shows up again, right? And I'm going to be honest about my feelings about this reunion. I feel like it's almost like this is like I'm making a case for myself just in case this person tries to come at me. With accusations. I feel it's almost like you're getting ready to load your guns with all the truth and honesty and transparency, clarity. And I think that you're going back. I think you're going back to get someone because I think that you want to invest in somebody that you haven't spoken with in a while. But those are Six Pentacles. You want reciprocity. You're also very attracted to this person. You see their worth. You're looking at the Empress, right? All right. I'm going to leave that there. Thank you so much for watching, Cancer. Thank you so much. I hope you'll be in the comments. That's what I really need. I need attention on the videos, and once we have more attention on the videos, I can read for you guys all separately. So if you don't mind hitting a thumbs up and being in the comments, that would be lovely, and I'll see you there because I love to be in the comments. I'm gonna go for now. Thanks, Cancer. I'm out. Bye-bye. Hello, Pisces. Elsie here to do your reading. Thank you so much for meeting me here and waiting for me to hold in space. I appreciate you. Thanks so much for viewing this, whether you are Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter Pisces, or if you're cross-watching. And who wouldn't want to cross-watch for a Pisces, right? All right, so here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. If you're interested in a private read, you know what to do. Down below in the description, right? Everything you need, including the code. All right. Pisces, you are my two fishes friends. I am two fishes in my moon sign. All right, here we go. Let's check the energies. We have humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Yeah, I love it. I do it all the time, as you know. I like to be silly. I like to be ridiculous. Yep, makes life a little easier. What else do we have here? Fear. It says, I realize that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. You're scared of love. Scared of falling in love, scared of feeling in love and then getting hurt. I feel, because there's worry. Worry says, I am learning that worry doesn't change a damn thing. It should say, but it says the outcome. It's not going to change the outcome. But I always hear in my head, not going to change a damn thing. Yeah, for sure. So I think that's how you deal with it. I think that's how you deal with your worry. That you try and not worry about an outcome. I think that you deal in a lot of things with smiles, happiness, and giggles. Yep, guilty, for sure. Guilt, it says, I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. I think you're having a hard time letting go of something, someone, a situation, something that's not exactly good for your growth, and you're worrying about having to let that go. We have pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone, and that's why it's hard to let go. Sometimes we get to a place in our lives where we realize, we look around us and we realize that we're the same as the 5 people that we deal with mostly, 5 or 6 of us, right? And you start to wonder, am I really doing the thing that's best for me? Is it best assisted in my growth or not? So I think guilt's in the reverse because you are not feeling guilty. You haven't let go of anyone yet, but I think that you're worrying about having to get rid of a situation or a person or a car or a house or something is coming up that you're worrying about that you know you have to end because it's not for your greater good. You're in ascension. They're not growing. The situation, you've outgrown it, whatever the situation is. It feels like you have outgrown it here. I think that you're worried about hurting someone. You don't want to feel guilty and hurt someone. I feel like you're someone who's always had to see the lighter side. Sorry, I was just hearing Meredith Brooks. Is that her name? Yeah. What is that song? Sorry, I'm listening to it. Why am I listening to that? Humor, I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. You don't want to be a bitch. Okay, that's what the name of the song is, right? Meredith Brooks. I think it's called I'm a Bitch or Bitch. You don't want to be seen in a darker light. Yeah. By the time you got me figured out, the season's already changing. That's what she says. I don't know why I'm hearing those particular words. Oh, that's what it is. You must have been relieved to see the softer side. It's like, yesterday I cried. You must have been relieved to see the softer side. I think that sometimes you cover your worry up with humor, and that sometimes you come off as being a little too grounded. We've got green. Maybe you come off as being a little too grounded or a little too serious. I think you're working on that. I think you are. You're working on being a little more vulnerable, I think. We have the 9 of Wands and the 2 of Swords. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. You are going to be making a decision about something that is troubling you in your life. I want to say it feels like you're either looking at letting go of a friendship or a relationship. You've realized someone's just not for you, or the job is just not for you. And I feel like this is all leading up to making a decision that is going to be best for you and not necessarily for everyone else. So the Pentacles tells me that you're working on Trying to be brave enough to make this decision. You don't want the guilt though. So whether it's a relationship or a job or whatever it is, you don't want the guilt, and that's why you haven't made the decision yet. The Two of Swords tells me you're stuck there. You're trying to figure it out. You're thinking about it, but you're stuck there. You don't want to get hurt, and that's why, and you don't want to hurt anyone else, and that's why the Two of Swords is here. We have the Nine of Swords. Yeah, something's coming up. Something's coming to an end here, my friend. We've got the Five of Pentacles. So there is somebody here that you have been disconnected from, or you're slowly getting more and more disconnected from. It's Five of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. So the Five of Cups is regret or sadness that there's been disconnect or silence, or now we're on the outside and looking in of each other's lives here. But we have the Three of Pentacles. So it feels like this is some type of a friendship to me. It doesn't feel like it is really related to love, but I feel like it's a friendship, someone with someone who is probably an earth sign, or maybe you have earth in the chart. I feel like the Three of Pentacles is telling me, yeah, that we know each other. We've built a foundation, but now we're not talking. Now, that being said, whenever I see two fives, more than one five in a reading, for me, it's quick change. So I think this is about to quickly change. Somebody, I think, is going to try and reach out to you, probably. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw some pages come up here. The Eight of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. You're working on trying not to worry, because I think it keeps you up at night. I think this situation keeps you up at night. I think we're dealing with a friend, I want to say. Someone who is possibly Capricorn, but also Taurus or Virgo in this general reading. The Nine of Swords is you have worry. Yeah, worry is here and worry is here. I feel like you're trying to work on the worry. It's a good rule. Only give yourselves 10 minutes a day to worry. And so maybe you need to sit down and worry for 2 minutes about something. Write it down. Take off the 2 minutes off the 10, and you know you only have 8 left. You know what I mean? Do it constructively if you're the person who has to worry. I think you're working on trying to have better sleep habits. You're working on yourself. I feel like you're working on trying to be more lighthearted and see the lighter side of things. I think that you're trying to be more vulnerable. And because you know that worry doesn't change the outcome, but I think sometimes you get bogged down in the worry, Pisces. It's because you feel so much, right? You're always trying to look for all the possible scenarios. So what I want to say here is that I think that you need to be brave enough to close the chapter here. If this in fact is a group of people who you're just holding on to because you don't want to hurt their feelings, but you've realized that they're not really good for the path that you're on, I think that for a lot of you, you're just going to close the door on that. And the World card tells me that you've been thinking about it for a while, Pisces, because these are fixed signs, right? Fixed signs don't move quickly. They don't like have their back put against the wall. They don't like having to make decisions immediately. The World card is something that happens slowly and gradually through many small steps that are taken throughout the major arcana, right? The World card is Scorpio, Pisces, Aquarius, or Leo. And it feels like you are going to be closing the door, but you need to be very brave to do that, because the thing is I feel like you worry about the impact that this person or the situation or the job that you don't like or whatever it is going to have on you. I think we end the reading here, though, going into the future here with the Two of Swords and the Two of Pentacles, making decisions about your pentacle life. There is a full moon coming up in Capricorn, so I feel like you're making decisions about your pentacle life. Big decisions. How are things going to impact me? I don't think that you're looking at it from the greater good connection anymore. It says, I love myself and I see myself in everyone, but I think that you're supposed to be focused on yourself, because whether you're looking at someone else or not, you see yourself in them. And I honestly think that's why it's hard to close this chapter here, because you see yourself in these people that perhaps are very, they're not very good with humor. They don't ever see, like maybe they're a gray cloud. Maybe someone's Debbie Downer, right? Like maybe this person's a gray cloud and you realize there's really nothing that you can do to help this person. There really isn't. But I think that you think that they are damaging for your life, though. Yeah, your soul's growth, which is really important. The only reason you're not letting this person go is because you don't want to be seen as, Meredith Brooks says, I'm a bitch. Yeah, you don't want to be seen that way. Okay, let's clarify just a little bit. Tell me about Pisces, please. Tell me about the Eight of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. Working on trying to get it right in your head. You're working on trying to close the cycle is what you're doing. And I think that what happens is you don't close the cycle, you close the chapter in order to get balance. Because this is something that's really weighing heavy on you, I feel. It's not assisting in your soul's growth, but you're having a hard time letting go of it here. Pisces, tell me what this is here. We've got Temperance. I feel like you are going to get your balance here. You will be able to stop worrying about it. Just find some constructive ways to deal with your worry. All kinds on the internet and on YouTube, right? There's all sorts of ways to slow down the worrying or to take care of it. Journaling is one way. All right. So we got the Four of Swords. So I feel like this person or the situation that you're closing the door on, whatever the World card represents to you, I feel as though you haven't had really much contact with them anyway. But you're just kind of waiting to close the door here. There's been no communication. We have fours, right? The fours are always sort of like meh to me, because the Four of Swords is like it's spotty or no communication. But I'm trying to heal, and maybe that's why there's no communication. Maybe you're putting down boundaries. The Four of Pentacles is being completely shut down. I don't want to be hurt by this situation anymore. Four of Pentacles is I'm not sharing, I'm miserly, I'm not giving you my energy, I'm not going to be vulnerable. But you want to give this person reciprocity because they're always in your head. You're still at a block. Do I shut the door? Do I not shut the door? You're not sure. I feel like you're going to check with the higher self. The Hierophant is here. I feel like you are someone who might have Taurus in the chart, but if you don't, I feel like you are someone who always checks in with yourself. I think that you are probably someone who moves slowly at making a decision, but once you make a decision, it's always going to be for your well-being. It's always going to be so you can keep balance in your life. Just listening. I think it's just been really hard to navigate through this situation because I feel like there's somebody who just will not change their mind. Whether that's you or the person you're dealing with, somebody will not change their mind. We have too much fixed energy here. And so we've got, two people that are, not really connecting, like those magnets that you could push them, squish them as much as you want, but they will not come together because they're so opposite or different, or they're on different paths, opposite paths probably. So the challenge for the week ahead is the Page of Pentacles. So I think that it is about making the decision to possibly call together some type of meeting to talk to this person. The Page of Pentacles is just that. I need to materialize this now. I'm thinking and talking about it, and now I need to materialize it. The Five of Pentacles shows up here again, which means that after this communication, it's going to be the last communication. But I think that you really need to speak to this person or speak to your boss for resignation or whatever it is. I think you're closing the door on it. So the Page of Pentacles tells me that you're trying to find a way to materialize all of this so you can carry on. Why is the Hierophant here? The Page of Swords and the Knight of Wands and the Emperor. Just listening. There might be someone who is in Taurus energy that is watching you, someone who's very attracted to you, someone who may be Aries, someone who is an Emperor, so someone who owns a business. This person, it could be the person I'm talking about, yeah. And I just want to bring to your attention that there's really no cups here. So I don't believe this is romantic. I feel like it's a friend or a colleague or somebody that you are not connected to romantically. It feels like you're going to take charge of the situation. I feel like it's got to be quickly, and you're going to be the person who makes the decisions that are best for everyone involved, because I feel like you think that this is detrimental to your spiritual self. Magician, Seven of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I have to tell this person what I'm thinking. If they want to have a meeting, that's fine, we'll do that. I need to manifest this communication. I need to stand my ground on what I'm to say, which is, I can't do this anymore. I'm not brave enough to deal with this anymore. No, I don't have to. I can walk away if I want to. Yeah, I think you're going to make the decision to do that. The Wheel of Fortune is here. It says here, I love myself, and I see myself in everyone. I think you're freeing yourself as a gesture of love to you. I think that you're going to free yourself, free your mind, and move forward with the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to tell you this, but it feels like the Wheel of Fortune, the Three of Wands is bringing in the hard work, which is the Knight of Swords, which is, we really got to talk about it. Yeah. And just be confident. Nine of Pentacles is here. Just be confident. Be honest. Be grounded. Just have a good, honest conversation. But I think for some of you, you're going to end something going into the week ahead, whether that's a job, a thing with a love, or somebody who is a friend. Someone that, you don't really trust, I don't think. All right, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you so much for coming here and watching. I appreciate you. I'm going to go for now. Thanks, Pisces. Bye-bye.